If you could read my mind now, what a tale my thoughts could tell. Just like an old-time movie, not a ghost or wishing well. In a castle dark or a fortress strong, with chains upon my feet, you know that ghost is me. I never thought I could act this way, and I've got to say that I just don't get it there.
Volkswagen.
علي
If this boy had packed his bag the night before, if his sister had been wearing different shoes, or he hadn't forgotten his lunch, if he hadn't stopped to kiss his grandmother goodbye, or the neighbour's cat hadn't been on the stairs. The end of this story would have been the same.
The new Samsung Galaxy S8 should be perceived as a new iconic design on the iPhone-dominated Swiss market. But how can a whole country be persuaded that Samsung's design has changed? And how can this be conveyed at a single stroke? By changing the design of something that is held in the hands of some 1.2 million people in Switzerland every day. We're talking about 20 Minutes, Switzerland's most popular daily newspaper. To mark the launch day of the new Samsung Galaxy S8, a brand new, fascinating design was developed for the largest Swiss daily newspaper. The type area was redesigned for a single day. The typography was changed. A uniform concept was devised for the photography. Icons were created for every section. Everything was redesigned, from the horoscope to the weather map. And the limits of the half-tone screen were eliminated with an additional color plane. Previously, everyone was familiar with this, but for one addition, it suddenly looked like this. In the process, the design always focused on the Samsung Galaxy S8. When the newspaper came out, Switzerland was completely taken by surprise. Of course, a few people missed the traditional layout, but the others enjoyed the unprecedented design edition of 20 Minutes. The campaign even evoked a response from rival press outlets across Switzerland. Design blogs from all around the world reported on this radical approach to the supposedly classical print channel. The result? The many reports and the design edition of 20 Minutes reached 4 million people. And the most important fact? It outperformed the competition for the very first time.
Bijou and Discrets, a brand of erotic products for women, invited women everywhere to make their most intimate thing public: their orgasm.
Spanish sex product company is creating the library of orgasm sounds. I'm not making this up. The idea is to make a database of real orgasm sounds available so that people can feel comfortable with whatever sound they make.
Real-time orgasms transformed into unique and personalized motion graphics using data art techniques. Donated by anonymous women, taggable and shareable on social media.
How cool is that?
I want to go upload mine right now.
I want to do one.
To raise awareness, we created an exhibition that is touring the world's greatest cities and which will culminate in New York's Museum of Sex, and consists of a sample of the more than 750 orgasms we've received from 51 countries, including a real orgasm from one of Spain's greatest porn stars.
Este orgasmo no es solamente el orgasmo de Moda Marna Miller, sino el orgasmo de una chica real.
For her orgasm, the only one in the library that is not anonymous, we created an interactive poster that allows you to listen to it with a simple stroke of your finger. It's the star piece in the exhibition. The Orgasm Sound Library receives 50,000 visits every month, and it's become a resource for the co-creation and consumption of content with more than 3 million plays. Everything to raise society's awareness of the plurality of female pleasure. Because the first step towards breaking a taboo is to give it a voice, your voice.
Berlin, the pulsing capital of Europe with a culture based in the underground and anti-establishment, which also means being anti-BVG, Berlin's public transport. Young Berliners hate BVG so much that if they're forced to use it, they don't even buy a ticket. How could we change hate to respect? By winning the respect of the hottest underground brand in the world, Adidas. With a limited edition BVG Adidas Originals EQT Berlin, the sneaker that's a yearly ticket for the BVG. The shoe's most iconic attribute is the camouflage pattern, existing in the train interiors since the 90s. It also features the different transit symbols, a camouflage sole, and a tongue validating itself as a yearly ticket. It comes with 3 additional lace colors, all packaged in a special shoebox.
Das gab's so auch noch nicht.
Insgesamt nur 500 Paar.
With only 500 pairs being released at the Adidas flagship store and the cult sneaker store Overkill during Berlin Fashion Week, we expected hype. But not this.
In Kreuzberg stehen Fans seit Tagen für die neuesten limitierten Treter.
Einige kampieren bei Minusgraden und Regen.
Thousands of people showed up to both stores, and although there were just 500 pairs, there were more than double on the waiting list.
We really hope that the shoe is seen in the streets and in the trains. The concept itself, the idea comes to life.
After stores opened, the shoe sold out in only 3 hours.
Der erste, der den begehrten Schuh ergatterte.
The media reported the shoe around the globe, achieving media impressions of 10.6 billion. Finally, the cult sneaker resold for up to 3,500 euros, 2,000% above the original retail price of 180. And we had a lot of knockoffs. In the end, we made young Berliners pay for tickets and made not only Berlin, but the entire world pay their respect to BVG.
I will build a great, great wall.
Heute sind wir tolerant und morgen fremd im eigenen Land.
Fickt euch!
Please don't come.
Es ist heute ein Experiment, wo wir alle Produkte rausgenommen haben, die nicht aus Deutschland kommen.
Kaffee nicht, kein Tee, keine Schokolade.
Oh, keine Schokolade.
Nein.
Das ist krass, der Spruch ist echt krass.
Es ist nichts da.
No, it's not a German product. I'm sorry.
Das ist doch Unsinn.
Wir sind doch ein offenes Land und erst recht nicht jetzt German first.
Good morning, Britain. The news. A grocery chain in Germany removed all of the foreign food.
German supermarket ADCE in Hamburg made a statement against racism and celebrated diversity.
Bueno, pues un supermercado en Alemania ที่จะแสดงออกให้ผู้คนเข้าใจว่า
Nirgendwo ist der Kontrast zwischen Stadt und Land größer als an einer modernen Zugtrasse. Bewegtes Land, Inszenierungen für vorbeifahrende Züge, verwandelt die Landschaft in eine Bühne. Die Passagiere sind die Zuschauer. Die Darsteller spielen entlang der Gleise. Tempo trifft auf Langsamkeit, Land trifft auf Stadt. Man trifft sich da, wo man sich jeden Tag begegnet, aber nie wahrnimmt. Hunderte Menschen, verteilt auf über 40 Bühnen, entlang einer 30 Kilometer langen Strecke zwischen Jena Paradies und Naumburg. Aufführungen an einem Wochenende. Für ein Publikum, das mit 100 km/h vorbeirast. Ein Spiel mit unserem Blick auf das Land. Mal ist es idyllisch, mal märchenhaft oder wild, wo Ossis Wessis jagen. Kurze Geschichten auf den Punkt in einem Bild erzählt. Oft nur wenige Sekunden lang. Dutzende identische Roccos laufen wie Hase und Igel mit dem Zug um die Wette. In beide Richtungen. Denn je nach Zugrichtung war mal Naumburg, mal Jena das Ziel.
Ja, die ganze Inszenierung ist irgendwie spektakulär.
Es macht einfach Spaß, mit eigentlich fremden Leuten ein Wochenende zu verbringen.
Neben brechend vollen, gut gelaunten Zügen folgte jede Menge Traffic. Klassische Print- und TV-Berichterstattung von Bild bis FAZ, von ARD und ZDF bis hin zu vielen internationalen News- und Trendportalen sorgten für weltweites Interesse. Allein der Tweet von George Takei schoss ins Galaktische. Und der Beitrag von Euromax brach einen internen Klickrekord der Deutschen Welle. Insgesamt haben wir allein über Facebook weltweit über 30 Millionen User begeistert.
Dass man nicht immer nur aufs Handy oder den Bildschirm schaut, sondern wirklich dann mal bewusst in die Landschaft blickt.
I will build a great, great wall.
Heute sind wir tolerant und morgen fremd im eigenen Land.
Fickt euch!
Please don't come.
Es ist heute ein Experiment, wo wir alle Produkte rausgenommen haben, die nicht aus Deutschland kommen.
Kaffee nicht, kein Tee, keine Schokolade.
Oh, keine Schokolade.
Nein.
Das ist krass. Der Spruch ist echt krass.
No, it's not a German product. I'm sorry.
Das ist doch Unsinn. Wir sind doch ein offenes Land und erst recht nicht jetzt German first.
Good morning, Britain. The news. A grocery chain in Germany removed all of the foreign food.
German supermarket ADCE in Hamburg made a statement against racism and celebrated diversity.
Bueno, pues un supermercado en Alemaniaที่จะแสดงออกให้ผู้คนเข้าใจว่า
Meine Schlampe höre ich bei jeder Ecke und dann wird es immer weiter verschickt zum Beispiel.
(2017).
Alternative facts.
After the rise of populists all over the world, the German democratic parties also seemed helpless, keeping up the stereotypical communication of prettifying fails and issues. In a political culture where everybody puts oneself in the best light, the candidate of the Free Democratic Party did the opposite. The Dark Diaries is a 14,000 pieces documentary by the re-owned war and crisis photographer Daniel Rosenthal. giving a brutally honest insight into the Free Democrats' campaign, also in their darkest moments, unphotoshopped with all flaws. A story about fail, fights, arguments, attacks, hope, and hate from radical right-wing. We published the documentary across all channels, social media, posters, an Instagram reportage, and a film.
Da schickt dir niemand eine SMS und sagt, das war richtig, das hast du gut gemacht. Da explodieren die Kommentare. Jetzt drehen sie durch. Idioten.
A new culture of political communication was born, where the candidates spoke openly about fails at fuck-up nights, and even devoted a book to his dark times. And then, the campaign became more than a documentary and sparked a discussion about politics and authenticity.
Ich meine, das Foto, schauen Sie mal hier. Diese Zerrissenheit auch mal zu zeigen.
In the end, the party not only changed the culture of political communication, but also reached a historic result. Isn't it time that the world of politics becomes more transparent?
Have you heard Burger King's latest offer? Have you heard about this?
No. In its new Halloween commercial, Burger King is poking some fun at the face of McDonald's.
The fast food chain celebrating October 31st with an event called Scary Clown Night. Ooh.
So the chain says it's giving out free Whoppers on Halloween for customers who come dressed up as a clown.
Come as a clown, eat like a king.
I want my Whopper.
You may want to stay away from Burger King next week.
Featuring a bunch of creepy clowns.
Eat like a king.
Wearing clown costumes.
Scary Clown Night.
Get a free Whopper sandwich.
Bueno, Ronald, chúpate esa, doy más miedo. Ya me voy.
Se você tocar, eu vou vai dar. Se você I will build a great, great wall.
Heute sind wir tolerant und morgen fremd im eigenen Land.
Fickt euch!
Please don't come.
Es ist heute ein Experiment, wo wir alle Produkte rausgenommen haben, die nicht aus Deutschland kommen.
Kaffee nicht, kein Tee, keine Schokolade.
Oh, keine Schokolade.
Nein.
Das ist krass. Der Spruch ist echt krass.
Es ist nichts da.
No, it's not a German product. I'm sorry.
Das ist doch Unsinn. Wir sind doch ein offenes Land und erst recht nicht jetzt German first.
Good morning, Britain. The news. A grocery chain in Germany removed all of the foreign food.
German supermarket ADCE in Hamburg made a statement against racism and celebrated diversity.
Bueno, pues un supermercado en Alemaniaที่จะแสดงออกให้ผู้คนเข้าใจว่า
Selling books in the digital age isn't easy. New business models are urgently needed. That's why children's book publisher Nordsud decided to enhance the experience of reading aloud. With Soundbook. Soundbook is an app that creates an acoustic atmosphere tailor-made for individual books. Using voice recognition, the app knows exactly which parts of a story are being read aloud and plays the fitting sounds for each passage in real time.
They're walking through the snow in the night.
Simply activate Soundbook, place your smartphone nearby and enjoy reading aloud.
Sie fürchten sich nämlich ein wenig im Dunkeln.
Wollen Sie ihn mit einem furchterregenden Schrei erschrecken?
Landen Sie diesmal im Tiefschnee.
Soundbook also helps to get children excited about learning to read. When they read correctly, the app rewards them with music or sounds. At book fairs, we see a large number of innovations and new products that claim to have reinvented the book itself. The Soundbook app doesn't want to reinvent the book, but rather to help it evolve. The combination of reading aloud and mobile technology has proven to be very popular. The first book that featured the free Soundbook app reached #1 on the bestseller list and a 5-star consumer feedback. Soundbook will now be applied for various books published by Nordsud. And, most importantly, people are sharing lots of wonderful stories.
Four years ago, Ukraine survived due to selfless efforts of its citizens. Today, Ukrainian army still needs people's support to oppose Russian aggression. Meanwhile, donations to military charities decline. People are just tired. So we came up with an alarm clock which allows to sleep a little longer. It donates money to Ukrainian army every time you snooze just a bit, thus paying for your peaceful sleep. It's a mobile application which works as a normal alarm clock. But every time you hit the snooze button, it sends the amount of money you preset to one of the most effective charities supporting our army. To make our Wake app sound out loud, we asked one of the best Ukrainian poets and one of the most intellectual Ukrainian singers, both moral authorities for our active citizens, to create a very special lullaby. Being an alarm tune for the application, the lullaby also proved to be a perfect tool to launch the app. Thus, now Ukrainians can sleep a little longer, knowing their army is protecting their peaceful sleep. We wish we never had to invent applications of this sort, but while we have to, we would.